Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Throwing on second down. Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
You black. You yellow.
Back to throw here. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, Streets. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Right.
They'll look to throw here. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 11. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. He'll drop to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Green back. Green.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
There we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a... He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Okay, ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled it by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there, exactly as you described, an interception.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Now ETN to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Ready up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
And cycle.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, blue, stick, leather. Striker, ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Black Olsen.
Now back to throw. And looking for Kurth, but this pass is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
1st down. Here's Burrow. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Yes, sir.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Come on, set. Ready?
2nd and 5. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Ball's red.
And they'll run with ETN. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. No problem there on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. They got his man complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Here we go.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating guard, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back. So we will start here at the 25.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around it. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Burrow will throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
11 coming. 11 minus. 11 nice.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
11.
In motion, left goes Boyd.
11. 12. Go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
Here we go. 11 empty. 11 empty.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start. And he coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16.
11 coming. 11 coming.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now Joe Burrow on third and long. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Herb Smith Jr. from 19 yards away. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Now a throw here to his running back. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 73 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And he's going to have the Jags 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay,
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to the ground with Etienne. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Once more, Etienne. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard. And not only that, now it's 4th and goal.
Come on, set. Hurry, hurry.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
11. Stop.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they work this out past the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
11.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They gotta go.
On 2nd down and 4. Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
12. 11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. To Shenault on the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Blue striker. You, yellow. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now, red. White. Green jack. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll look to throw.
Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and through. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Here we go.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
11 Thomas.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Here we go.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
11
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Here we go, set. Drill, 52. 6, 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Black Ultra. Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Long red. Edo blue. Ready.
2nd and 3. And it's caught. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never.
As this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity.
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Bengals, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
I'ma chain a game when the QB chain birth most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass captain publishes